Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today we're doing some more dip powder nails. It is a custom nail press-on nail set that I am doing. So these are the they're short squares. They're so tiny. Like, I've already got the one set done, but look how tiny they are. So, but she's requested dip powder. So, and I'll put the picture of the design on the screen here. I do that so I remember that's what it's for. So I'm using the Nail Junkie. This is Clear My Pink. And it is for the French. We're doing a French manicure. And then I'm also going to use her Crystal Clear. Now, I don't know if she's still selling her acrylic powders. They're acrylic and dip powders. I don't know if she's doing that still. I'm going to have to check and see. But it's Evie from the Nail Junkie or the Nail Chica Junkie. So I'm going to do 3 coats of this. Oops, see, and I smooshed. Don't smoosh. So, yeah, let's add a little bit more powder so it's a little fluffier. Yeah, so I can't remember if she's still selling it anymore, but I've got quite a few of her dip powders. I really like them. But like I said, I haven't done a whole lot with dip powders lately, but I'm going to get back into it because I do like them. And they're actually really easy to do for press-on nails. So I guess this lady wanted, she's more used to acrylic nails, I guess, so she wanted acrylic because they're thicker than just regular gel polish. But so yeah. So I'm going to do 3 coats of the pink. I'm just going to show you one, I think, just because I'm just doing the same thing each time. And then I'll come back when I go to put the clear on so you can see that step. And yeah. So just this last nail. So just make sure I've got a thin, even coat. And then dunk it in. And then there we go. You can tap it off if you want, but so I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds. I'll be right back. One moment. Okay, so when they come out of the lamp, I make sure I brush them off. So, and I use a stiff brush because you want to get off all the excess. When I first started, I used to use a light little fluffy brush, and then realized that my nails were kind of lumpy, bumpy, and it was like I couldn't figure out why. It was because of the excess powder, and I didn't get it all off. So yeah, make sure you brush it all off, and then go in, and then do the next layer. So there. And then lightly do it in, tap it in. So I have a bump there. I can file out whatever little bumps or that I might get, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so I'm gonna do all of these nails. And then I'll do it a third time. I'm not going to show you the third time. We'll just show these because it's going to be quick. So I just tap it off. Okay. Do-do-do. Okay, so I'll be back in one moment. Okay, so next step, after I did 3 coats, then I brushed it off. So now we're going to go in and put a coat of clear. The reason I put the coat of clear on is I want to buff them, but I don't want to buff out all the color. So this way, putting clear on, if I happen to go past the clear, you won't notice it. And this way I don't get rid of any of the color. So I'll just, and then so I'll cure these for 60 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, so now they're out of the lamp, and now I'm just gonna give them a light buff. I just kind of feel if there's any lumps or bumps. And this is just a buffer block. I actually was at Dollarama here in Canada, which is our dollar store. Well, they're not dollar stores anymore. And they actually had a big, huge bag or package of them for fairly cheap. So I think $4 for like, I can't remember how many got. I'll check in a bit and let you know. But yeah, so I'm just going to buff all of these, and then I'm going to wipe off all the dust with some alcohol. And then I'm going to base coat these. And then we're going to do some stamping. And then, so I can brush them off. Whoops. Okay, and then now I just grab some isopropyl alcohol and then clean them all off. So I'm going to do that with the rest of them, and then we will come back and we'll do some stamping. And I don't know if I was in frame, probably not, but all I do is do that. Oops. Wipe them all off. Okay, one moment. Okay, so we're back. So I buffed them, then I put a base coat on, and then I wiped off the tackiness. So now I'm stamping. So I have this Moira number 126, excuse my French. So I'm thinking, so she wants, this is, I took a photocopy so I would have it. So she wants a really high white part on there. So we're going to try and I can't talk today. Okay, let's just get stamping. So I have this one, so I'm thinking that will work on the bigger nails, but I'm a little concerned on the smaller ones. So we're gonna figure that one out when I get there. So, and I'm using She Modern's opaque sticky stamping polish. So I'm not concerned about the bottom because the nails are quite short, so I won't need the whole bottom. I need to get rid of that. Okay. So I'm thinking, actually that's not even, it's kind of narrow. Let's try, oh, I hit my lamp, didn't I? Let's try this one. Yeah, so it doesn't quite fit the sides. So what I was thinking I can do instead of, I'm going to just take some alcohol and wipe that off. So this is just a trial and error because I've never done these particular ones before. Oops, I realized I don't have my cotton cloth. I'm thinking, I was looking at the plate and I have these. So I'm thinking if I do one on one side, one on the other, and then I can connect the middle, that should work. Let's try it. We'll go with the big ones first. I'm just basically kind of doing it as a outline, because then I can fill it in with gel polish afterwards, or regular polish even. I'm just kind of using it for my guideline of where I want it. And well, that sucked. Okay, let's try. Okay, and then we'll go to this side. That's kind of wonky. Okay, hang on. Okay, so welcome back. Now, stamping wasn't going to work. I finished these. So I finished 3 so far. And that's what they look like. I hand painted these. So I'm going to show you what I did. Because I think I found a fairly easy-ish way to, hopefully I'll stay on camera, to hand paint them. So what I'm using, this is an e.l.f. concealer brush, and it's dry. Then I have a piece of paper towel, and then I have a liner brush. It's a 00 Kolinsky brush. I just got this off of AliExpress. I got a little bit of polish on my palette, and so this is Nail Addict, White Addict. So I take some on my brush, and I basically kind of paint a basic idea of what I want. And I end up doing 3 coats of this, but it gets easier. So I'm just gonna do basic. So then I take this brush, brace, and then I kind of swipe in, then wipe that on the paper towel, And then I go and swipe in this way. And then I just kind of clean up. So there. So you're just kind of sweeping in. And then I take this little guy, get a little bit on the tips, and then I'll just go and pull it up. So I have my swirl. And then if I had any bumps or anything, I'm not going to worry about that right now. But you can just kind of smooth out the polish. So there's one. And I'm just going to let it sit there for a few minutes while I go on to the next nail. So put the basic polish on how I want it to kind of look. And because I'm trying to do thinner coats, because I don't want it not to cure, and I don't want it bulky. I mean, it's already going to be a little bit bulky because it is, I'm using dip powder as my base. So now I take this guy and I kind of sweep in, wipe the brush off, and I kind of clean it up, and then I go this way. See, and it does it pretty good. So when I just go in to how I want it to look, then I just take my little liner, and then I go in, kind of fill in on the sides a little bit, and see how it's kind of pooling at the edge, at the tip. So I'm just going with a liner brush and really lightly, and I'm just kind of smoothing it out. So you don't want to gouge your brush in, you're just going really light and just kind of moving the polish around so it's even. So there. And that's number 2. I'll show you one more, and then, sorry, I put the brush in my mouth. I always do that. I have the brush in my mouth. It's like, it's easier than putting it down sometimes. And then I'll show you how to do what I do for the second coat. And the second coat's easier. It's just this first initial one that you need it to be perfect. See? Okay, take my brush. And then I go in. And I'm moving, this hand's moving the nail tip as well. It kind of helps. So, and then this one, I just kind of want it a little deeper. So there. So I like that shape. So I'm just going to go in and just kind of refine it a little bit, kind of smooth out the polish. And then I'm just going to smooth out this polish. And there's a little air bubble, so I got rid of that. And then just kind of smooth it out so it's not pooling at the tip. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pop these guys into the lamp for like 5 seconds, just so I can flash cure them so I don't accidentally whack them. And then I'll finish these guys up, and then I will fully cure them all for 60 seconds, and then I'll come back and show you the second coat. Okay, so hang on. Okay, so it's fully cured. So now I'm just gonna take those guys off. So now for the second, I'm just gonna go in, and then I put on a light coat, and then I get the tips. And then I just kind of make it so it's smooth. And then if I need to, I'll just go in on the sides. And then if I need to, then I'll just get the brush and then just kind of smooth everything out. So if you move the brush really lightly, it'll smooth everything out. If you make a little boo-boo, you just go in with the brush, and there you go. So I'm just gonna tap that into, and I just move the polish really lightly so it doesn't go in too thick or anything. So, okay, just making sure I'm in frame. Then I do the tips again. And then I just take my liner brush and just kind of smooth everything out. Just light touch. And then if I got a little bit of a ridge or anything, I just smooth it out. Okay, so there's the second one. So I'm just gonna finish up these guys and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're done. I did 3 coats. So now I am going to top coat, and then it'll smooth everything out and seal everything in. And then make sure I do the tips. But there we go. So there is my little short French tip nails. I think they turned out pretty good. So what do you think? These are tiny nails too, though. It's kind of different working with the shorter nails. But yeah, I think they turned out well. I hope she likes them. We'll see how it goes. So stay tuned. I'm going to have some swatch photos of all of the nails. And then, of course, as per always, we will have some puppies. But I'll do one more. Yeah, I think they turned out well. I'm pleased with them. And if she doesn't like them, oh well. I'm sure someone will like them and buy them. So, but now that I got the French tip down, I'm like, oh, that's good. Okay, so we'll pop those babies into the lamp for 60 seconds. But yeah, they turned out well. I like them. I'm pleased with it. So yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me while I do these press-on nails. I hope you guys are doing well and you are staying safe. And yeah, love you guys. And remember, be someone sparkle. Bye. What you doing up there? Are you comfy? Get your ass up there. Hmm? You know you're not supposed to be sitting up there. What are you doing? Are you scratching? Can I get your chicken leg? Get your chicken leg. Chicken leg. Chicken leg. Chicken leg. Chicken leg. Okay, breathe. Oh. I get your chicken leg? I get your chicken leg? Chicken leg. Chicken leg. Chicken leg. Chicken leg. Chicken leg. Chicken leg. Oh, Pebbles is like, no, I'm out of here. Oh, drink time.
If you ask me tomorrow to do something else, I would say no, I want to do the exact same thing. It's something that's satisfying, rewarding work. You have to kind of realize the impact you can have on people.
Chicken leg. Chicken leg. Chicken leg. You're like, sorry, I bumped you. Go get him. Nobody's gonna play with you? No?